and they're melted. So if you see that our tongues are red,
You don't need to say that.
you have to talk with me.
Yeah,
so sit up and don't be like, Alright.
But we kicked them to the curb on this thing like Mick Jagger. They look like Mick Jagger.
Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Tiana and this is my sister Montana, and that's Stormy in the back, our kitten. And for this video I'm going to be doing something a bit different, something that I've been wanting to do for a while, which is just, well, as Montana would say, yap a bit. Just talking about our feelings, talking about life experiences, and you know, sharing that with you guys, because I know a lot of people can relate to certain things. And
hope you enjoy.
And yeah, don't mind us, we're drinking our slushies. So I guess to start this off, maybe we can talk about things that I guess are very relatable and very common that a lot of young girls go through. The main thing is stress. How we deal with stress or stressful situations. So, Mon, how have you been able to manage stressful things in your life? You know, when you're 16, you're at that age where, you know, you're in your senior years, you're almost done with school. You're going to have your HSC next year, so...
I have one.
You have one this year, so I don't know, I guess how do you, as a student, right now in this point in your life, how do you deal with just everyday stress?
I don't. I cry. Yeah. Let it all out.
Which is funny because I feel like you're not as emotional as I am. Like I do cry and I'm like, oh my god, when I have an assignment or whatever for uni, I mean, the whole house knows that I'm stressed because I just, like, I cannot hold it in and I have to, like, let everybody know that I'm stressed. I feel like you're better at managing it than I am. I've never even seen you cry about an assignment. I just see you complain and be like, oh my god, I hate school, and then that's it, and then I see you go do it, and...
I hate school. Actually, I hate
We all go through, yeah.
I hate assessment period. I have 4, 5 due, right? Like, at the same time.
Yeah.
Chemistry.
And then when you get to uni, you have the same amount. Like, it doesn't end there. And it gets more stressful. And, like, this year I'm doing my thesis, because I'm in my 4th year, psychology. And it's not fun. It's so stressful. No, look, it's enjoyable, and it's all, like, going to be worth it in the end. But having a thesis is the worst. It's, like, a lot of pressure. So there are a lot of things and experiences that just girls have to go through in general. I guess... You know, we go through friendships, relationships, family issues, like just everything. There are so many things that we have to deal with, along with that time of the month, every single month, which already makes us so hormonal and not want to interact with anybody. Okay, so you're a student, whether in high school, university, TAFE. Time management is one of the most important things that you'll have to figure out during these years. So for you personally, how do you manage your time?
Okay, so... I'll get my assessment. We'll have 4 weeks to do it. And I'll put it off. I'll be like, I have time. 1 week will go. I'll be like, I still have time. Another week will go, and drafts will be due. And I won't submit a draft unless I have to. There's one teacher who makes us submit drafts.
I don't even remember having to submit drafts
Really?
back in school. Did we?
Oh, you have to submit it 1 week before it's due, and then they'll look at it 2 days before the assessment's due, and then you have one night to fix it all up.
Yeah,
so I'm like, what's the point, you know? And then it'll be a week before the due date. I'll be like, I've got time. And then it'll be the day before, and I'll be like, ooh, I don't have a lot of time.
I remember you staying up till like 3 in the morning doing it, which is, you know, I've done that many times.
Yeah, I did that for chem and for geo. I don't remember my chem teacher.
How do you organize which subjects to focus on more?
I don't.
Like, do you focus on subjects that you're struggling with more? Like, for example...
I focus on whatever's in front of me. If I have English due, I'll work on English. but I have them all due at the same time, so I just don't do it. Yeah?
Yeah, for me, like, I feel like throughout school, I always procrastinated. And yeah, like, I would leave assignments literally to the last minute. I remember when I was in year 7, we had a music assignment, and I didn't know, like, that assignments were so important. Like, I just didn't know, because primary school, you don't do assignments, or you do, but they're like projects, and you have like a whole month to do it, and you have like one due every year or something. But high school, like, I didn't know what an assignment was. I didn't know how important they were, and so, like, I just didn't submit it on the due date. Like, I just left it. I left it like it was just homework. And then I don't know what happened. The teacher had to, like, contact mom or something. Was like, oh, your daughter didn't submit the assignment. And she was like, why didn't you submit it? I'm like, what? Like, I genuinely, it's not like I didn't want to. I didn't know that it was so important that we had to do that. So yeah, that was the start of a great journey. No, I've obviously learnt my lesson. I submitted the assignment. I ended up getting really good marks, but they took like 2 marks off because I submitted it late. But yeah, that was a lesson learned. And that's when I realized, okay, high school is like very different. It's the real deal, you know, like it's full on, and they can only be lenient to a certain extent, also depending on the age and the grade. So once you get into uni, it's a whole other situation and level of stress. And I feel like my main issue is that I always procrastinate, and I feel like that's you as well. Like, procrastination is
key.
Is a disaster. Like, what do you mean it's key? It's bad.
Key to success.
No, I don't think so. I hate that I procrastinate, and I'm trying to work
Think about it, right? When you procrastinate, you leave everything to the last minute, but then the day before your assignment is due, when you've got like 3 hours to the due date and you've done nothing,
that's not.
You go into demon mode.
No.
And you just.
I know that some people.
And then full marks.
I mean, comment down below if you agree with this, but I know there are certain people that work well under pressure, and they prefer to, leave it all to the last minute, and then, you know, just get it all done, and they feel like they've done their best work. And you know what, sometimes it happens, like, you sometimes do your assignment the night before, and you end up getting full marks, as opposed to someone who's done it a couple days before and don't get as many marks as you.
Yeah.
That, I think, is actually unfair.
Yeah, my friends are like, how do you do it? It's crazy.
Yeah, how do you do it? Because I'm not.
It's just a talent.
I can't even do that. I guess ways to reduce procrastination is, 1, managing your time well. So,
I love these glasses.
Prioritizing what is more important. What do you say?
Make a planner.
Yeah. Manage your time well. Prioritize what is more important. What you need to put more time into. Because maybe you have an assignment that's due before another one, or a project or homework, or I don't know, an activity, performance, sport, but maybe that takes more time. So you need to get that done even though it's due afterwards.
Yeah, I think that you should do whatever you're struggling with the most. Yeah. And I even had a talk with my teacher about this. She was like, do the hard stuff first. Get it over and done with, because that's going to take the longest. You do that, and then you have all the things you know how to do
that
left.
You understand. Yeah.
So you can do it.
That's so true. Yeah.
And try not to, like, I remember I had to sit with her and we had to make a whole plan, because she said I'm going to burn out if I continue to do all my assessments in the early morning hours. We had to make a plan, like a planner, a timetable basically for me at home. And she said not to do too much of your assessment in one day. Do like an hour or 2 hours a day, and then have your free time or do your homework. But don't try and do like 5 hours in one day.
Yeah, that's actually that's another good point. When you think of, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that, you're gonna feel so unmotivated, so overwhelmed. Yeah, and you're not gonna want to do it. But if you tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna set aside 2 hours for this, and I'm gonna give myself an hour break where I get to watch a movie, eat something, you know, give myself a treat, reward myself. And this is called positive reinforcement.
Ooh, psychology student there.
And basically you are rewarding yourself for doing a task. And you end up feeling so much better. You end up feeling more motivated to go and to finish that task that you set for yourself, because you know you're going to get free time. You know you're going to get a bit of time to do what you want to do, to take a break. Because if you're going to, as you said, spend like 5 hours straight, that is not the key to, you know, succeeding and to doing well in your assignments or tasks. And that's just gonna, I feel like, set you up for failure, because you're never gonna feel that motivation, you're never gonna feel that drive to want to complete anything on time. And so that's what I've struggled with, because I would set aside more time to just procrastinating or things that aren't important instead of, you know, focusing my time and prioritizing what's more important. I'm really bad with that, and so that's kind of what I've been struggling with, but I'm working on it. And I think the best thing to do is just have as you said, have a planner, write down what you need to do, write down even the times and how long you need to do certain things. That's the only way, because if you're just going to be like, okay, in my head, oh yeah, I'll spend 2 hours writing this essay, and then afterwards I'll do whatever, and then the next hour I'll continue the essay or I'll start another thing. Trust me, because I would do that. It doesn't work. Your mind will eventually, because there's so many distractions already in your mind and around you and your environment, you will not be able to stay focused. Put it down on pen and paper, have it there in front of you. If you don't want to write it down, just write it in your phone, on your notes. I would actually say don't use your device, because your device is the most distracting thing. This is also another thing that I wanted to cover a bit. When you are like studying for an exam or doing an assignment, have your device, Miss Girly, have your device out the room. Do not have it near you. Okay, because you will feel that urge and you will not be able to help yourself but to pick your phone up and scroll for hours, and then the next thing you know, it's nighttime and you've got no work done. Okay, the amount of times this has happened to me, it's happened to you. This is not it. This is not the way to set yourself up for having a successful future. These are like really bad habits that you have to change from an early age. Otherwise, it's going to be much harder to do that once you get older. And this is something that I have been struggling with. So the device, social media, all of that, it's a big, huge distraction.
Lock it away in a drawer.
I would say, yeah, you can put it in a drawer, but personally for me that doesn't work. I need it in another room.
Give it to mum. If you have a healthy relationship with your parents, ask them to hold it on for like 2 hours.
If you live with your parents, or
Yeah, ask them to hold it. You know, keep it with them for a couple of hours until you're done.
Your sibling, whoever else is in the house with you. What I personally do is, just put it in another room. Put it in another room, turn the notifications off, whatever.
Yeah, I put on Do Not Disturb.
Do not disturb. No, not even flipping it.
Really?
If it's next to me? What do you mean?
I feel like if I turn it on Do Not Disturb and I flip it so I don't see any of like the notifications light up, I don't go on it. I only go on it when I hear the buzzing.
Yeah, that's also another thing. That's why you should mute your phone. But no, if it's next to me, I can't.
Yeah,
even if I don't see notifications, I will go on to
like
it.
This.
Like, you can't help it. It's just like a natural, honestly, at this point, it's a natural reflex. Like, it's just, you can't help it because you're so used to it. Okay. We're talking about procrastination. Friendships.
Guys. Friends. Yeah.
This is a very, I feel like, touchy subject.
You're my friend. Are you my friend? She's
I feel like you're my only friend.
Aw, that's so nice.
Have you seen those videos where it's like, I'm keeping my peace?
Oh, and now the only person I hang out is with my sister.
This is the stage of where I'm at right now in my life.
My
friend. And this is Damien, and she is featuring in this video. I'm keeping my peace. When you have gone, not many people talk about this, but a lot of people, like so many people talk about, you know, relationship breakups, blah, blah, blah. We never hear about friendship breakups. We never see people talk about friendship breakups. And I would love to go into that. Because...
Would you?
Would I?
Would you?
Trauma and PTSD, no. Yeah, I guess we can delve into it. Like, what's your...
Oh, I've got stockings on.
Yeah, sure, rip it.
She's gonna rip it.
I don't know. Friends.
Friends. What a complicated topic.
Yeah. Who even knows, honestly?
Who knows where to begin?
I guess all I would say on that is, if you respect yourself and you have self-worth and you know what you want, do not befriend people who don't match your energy or don't align, like if their views don't align with you, their lifestyle, the way they view the world, if it doesn't align with your beliefs, or if you just feel like this person is not exactly like,
right for me.
Yeah, I guess.
This person doesn't appreciate me.
Then there's no need to be friends with them just for the sake of having friends. This is another big thing.
Aw, look at her. What a cutie patootie. Okay, come back to me.
Yeah, so I guess just to put it plainly and simply, know your people, choose your people wisely that you allow into your life. And yeah, don't waste your time on negative people whose energy bring you down, whose whole aura and vibe. That's so Gen Z talk now.
And it's okay to drop toxic people, even if you've been friends with them for like 5 years. Like, don't think just because I've been friends with this person. Oh, do you not agree?
Do we have a guess? No. Did you see eyes?
Oh, no, I didn't. No, so,
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Don't
Sorry.
think, like, just because you've been friends with someone for this many years, don't think it's an obligation to stay their friend and to not, like, tell them, oh, I don't like what you're doing. I don't think we should be friends. I don't think this is a healthy relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Because there are many, many toxic friendships. And friendships that honestly have, like, run its course. Like, just, you're not bringing anything good to each other's lives. Or it's just, you're fighting a lot. Or there's just a lot of negativity. But yeah, basically, choose your people wisely. Don't waste your time with low energy people who bring you down, people who judge you and constantly try to make you feel bad about.
For toxic people. Hashtag Imagine Dragons. I love them. No. Okay.
I don't know what the hell that was.
No,
But
they have a song called No Time for Toxic People.
No,
that's
got
wrong.
this feeling in my soul.
No,
I'm losing all control. Cause it's magic in my
This
soul.
child is...
Okay, so yeah, don't waste your time with low energy people. And if you get that gut instinct that this person isn't right in my life, whether it's a partner, a friend, I know it's easier said than done to like, oh yeah, cut them out. But if they've constantly hurt you, or they're just
shitty people,
whatever it is, whatever the situation is, there has to come a point where you realize, okay, you know what, I've wasted too much time with this person. Like, that's it. It has to end. Like, it has to end at some point. Otherwise, you're just going to be like a walking mat for people.
you don't want to be a punching bag.
There's a lot to touch on with these topics, so I mean, we can make like separate videos going into each of these. This is just like, this video is just general. We're going to like general things that people our age go through. So let's talk about FOMO, because this is a lot of things that young people go through.
See, FOMO, like fear of missing out, right? I wouldn't call it a stupid concept because like I know some people like it actually like affects them.
But you don't relate to it?
Yeah, I don't think, I think for me personally, if I see my friends going out and having fun, but doing something I don't want to do, I'm like, you know, good for them, like have so much fun, but I like don't want to be there, so I feel like FOMO doesn't apply to me.
But what if you do want to be there? What if one of your friends is at, let's say, a concert of a singer you really love and you didn't get a chance to go because you missed out on the tickets? Would you feel that way? That's why you have to put it in a context where it will make you feel...
Even like, right, if I think back on experiences like that happened to me, I don't think I would call it FOMO. Like I would, if I don't get to go and my friends, all my friends do, I'm like, oh guys, take photos and send them to me so I can like see, like experience it through them. But I don't think like FOMO really affects me or like
yeah, that's good that you have that self-awareness about yourself and that you I guess you're that you feel maybe content with your life and you're like, you know what,
maybe like I know
you
that
don't have that envy, which is good, which is
like
very good trait, I guess, because
there are like other opportunities that I can go to.
It's
and
very good. I mean, I
well,
definitely experienced that for a very long time when I was in high school. You know, seeing so many girls my age who go to parties and would always look good, and they were doing all these things that I wasn't doing, and I would feel very, you know, insecure, and I'm like, oh, what's wrong with me? You know, like, why are they so much better than me? And this is the problem, is that we get so influenced by what we see, by the norm, right? What society considers norm. And
like having a boyfriend at 14.
Yeah, and like just so many different things, and you end up feeling like you want to be like them, and that if you don't do things the way that they're doing it, you're weird or you're abnormal or you don't fit in. And you know what? As you get older, this is when you realize you do not need to fit in, because fitting in with everybody else, being like everybody else is boring. There will come a point where you realize, you know what? I'm happy with the way I am. I don't need to be like everybody else.
Okay.
And once you reach that realization, it's the best feeling. What's that quote where it's like, you are you, that is truer than true?
You are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. Is that Dr. Seuss? What was it from?
You did that in your speech in U2 or something.
My E3 speech. I remember that.
So that's very true. Even though it sounds like so cheesy and cringy, whatever you want to call it, It's true. If you are like content and satisfied and you feel that sense of fulfillment with yourself and with your life.
But not only that as well, just know that there are going to be more opportunities for you to do whatever you're missing out on in that point of time.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
So like, even if like you're like, oh, I wish I was there, just know that can be like,
I wish I was traveling.
Yeah.
Like all these people, I've kind of felt that because I feel like everyone my age is traveling a lot.
Yeah.
And you can definitely feel that, oh, I'm missing out. Oh, I'm not doing this. Time's running out. You're still young. There are so many opportunities out there. There's so much time to do these things that you feel like you haven't done yet. So just appreciate every day. Be present. Stop worrying about the future. Stop thinking about things that you haven't done yet and think about things that you are doing. Okay, so I guess FOMO is a bit different for, let's say, teenagers, so people Montana's age, and then people my age. For people my age, there are many ways we can, I guess, overcome FOMO by just practicing gratitude, maybe getting off social media for a while, connecting with people in real life, reflecting on, you know, your achievements, what you've done in your life, who you are as a person. And you won't feel that envy or like, oh my God, I'm missing out, because you're already doing so much in your life and you're already grateful and content with where you are in your life, that you feel that sense of fulfillment, that you don't need to do what other people are doing. But I guess for people your age, yes, for people Montana's age, you should get off social media as well. Go out in the real world, connect, stop being on your phones all the time, every time. Like your generation, I mean, I am a part of your generation, but I feel like the younger Gen Z, they're the worst. Like all they do is just go on their phones. There's a real negative side to social media. Like, yes, it's beneficial in ways where we're all globally connected. We can, you know, communicate with people from across the world. But the bad side is people lose their social skills. People your age, you don't know how to interact with anyone.
I'm literally
I see how you guys are. Like, you don't know. This is how their generation is. Watching a movie, they're on their phone. Outside, doing something on their phone. With their friends, with their relatives.
No, okay. Don't lie.
It's not a lie. And that's a big thing. That's what leads to FOMO. Social media. We see other people doing things that we want to do. We feel like it's not even reachable because of where we are in our life, or we're too young or whatever. We feel like, oh my God, my life is crap compared to theirs. Can you sit up, please? Thank you so much for watching if you've gotten to this point. If you haven't, it's fine. You wouldn't be here to even see this. But yes, thank you so much if you've watched all the way through. We really appreciate your support. And yeah, let us know if you want to see more content like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And follow me on Instagram. I'll add my handle and my TikTok. Follow Montana as well on her Instagram. I mean, you don't really post on TikTok, so we don't need to add that. Maybe we'll make this a series. Maybe we'll just
we'll bring food next time.
We'll call it Tiana's Waffles. Yeah.
Waffle sessions.
Bye.
Bye.